NBA Showcase event. It culminates tonight with the greatest collection of basketball talent on the planet. And they've gathered here in the center of the basketball world. We're back to the classic format, best from the West against the best from the East. And it's Durant guarding Antetokounmpo, who fires it to Tatum, and that's how the scoring starts.
In the East, knocked down a three on the offensive end.
Tatum, the MVP of the All-Star game a year ago. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the answer in the first bucket for the West. Let him go. Freight train coming. LeBron James on the board.
He's still doing it after 20 years and doing it well.
Durant going up top of the lob, able to finish it. LeBron guarding Giannis, who lays it in. Nutmeg. We got a nutmeg. Gilgeous-Alexander can't connect. Another chance. Durant, cash.
Yeah, don't give him an open look.
Are we going to get the competitive fervor going in this one? We're back to the East versus West as Tyrese Halliburton.
Hometown hero, right? Knocks down a three.
Halliburton. How about the kid from Oshkosh?
Make it a hat trick here, Tyrese.
Gilgeous-Alexander defending him, and Halliburton drills in.
Reggie, you made this prediction yesterday.
Damian Lillard denied, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the throwdown. That one rattles in. Halliburton on a heater right now.
I'm learning to listen, Reggie. I'm learning to listen to my big brother, Reggie Miller. He knows a thing or two.
Well, normally what you see is guys who are playing in the All-Star game and they play in that whole city. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
We got Halliburton.
Are you kidding me right now?
Jokic, how about Luka Doncic?
That was an
to Nikola
alley-oop.
Jokic.
We'll call that an alley-oop.
Absolutely.
The BFFs.
Always messing with one another. Giannis on the receiving end from Bam Adebayo. Joel Embiid with the knee injury, and Julius Randle with the shoulder injury.
And did Bam just throw the ball off of Jokic's back?
and then knock down a three.
Jokic playmaking. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in. He's certainly in the MVP watch. 5.5 minutes into this first quarter. Tyrese Halliburton went on a major heater as he leaves it for
Behind the
Giannis.
back.
Picking up where he left off, right?
Just pretty. It just never gets old watching him shoot the ball.
Looking up top, there to clean it up, Anthony Davis. His first minutes
And
on the
Anthony
floor.
Davis laughing with Tatum. It was a little friendly nudge.
21st season, Candace. You highlighted this in the open, and doing it and continuing to do it at a high level. Again, Damian Lillard with a 35-footer.
An actual turnover and a steal. Halliburton looking for help. Lillard lines it up, and Lillard reins it in.
That's crazy.
Crazy, isn't
That's his first start.
Kevin Durant. Lillard's had some big games in the All-Star games as well. Went for 26 last year, 32 the year before, as LeBron with an air ball. Paolo Banchero, the youngest All-Star on the floor for the first time. Damian Lillard.
Easy.
You got Donovan Mitchell and Banchero for the East. Kawhi Leonard getting right into the mix. A healthy season this year.
Good guy to bring in and knock down threes for the West.
Anthony Edwards, their first minutes.
Look how small the East are, though. 4 guards out there.
And you have Brown on that possession guarding Anthony Davis.
Joe Mazzulla and his staff ineligible this season as Stephen Curry drills one. Yesterday with Sabrina Ionescu, that was some show between Curry and Sabrina.
You got to be able to get
They're making it regular. I can't wait to see it next year in some fashion. Hopefully those two in San Francisco.
Or at All-Star, the WBA.
Amen.
All's got to come.
You're able to interact with these guys and have these memories. And now he's getting to a point where he can come on the court, he can shoot, he actually knows what's going on. He remembers guys' names.
As we start the second half with about 30 games to go.
It's great. And it's even more special when you can share it with a teammate or two. So, extremely happy for him.
And BA, it's got to mean a lot if you're a young player, if the MVP trophy is named after Kobe Bryant. To be able to get that honor, I know that meant a lot for Jason.
Draymond Green, all the talking he does at the defensive end, who's on our alt cast, will be joined by them shortly.
Oh, Devin Booker, a sweet little baseline turnaround. Devin Curry says trap him. They find Maxey in the corner, and that one goes down. It has been quite the week for you, and the weekend is Paolo Banchero finally gets one on a jam.
We grow basketball here, and to spend 18 years here, what a pass there by LeBron to Booker. Well, it's cool to kind of see it through his eyes, along with my 7-year-old daughter, Lennox. But I'm somewhat cool, I think.
Oh, a one-foot runner by Donovan Mitchell. Oh, what a pass. That looked like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Mitchell. And Carroll sets up Brunson. Around and down it goes. Remember, we hit the air talking about the East roster. Half of their players. LeBron almost brought the house down. Half of the East roster, 25 years or younger. And 4 first-timers like that guy, Scotty Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. 11-0 run for the East here. Damian Lillard taking on LeBron James. Lillard keeps cooking. Paul George, the former Pacer. And a foul, and it goes. And Paul George, a chance at a three-point play. Durant in the corner, up and over. Giannis sticks it. Karl Anthony Towns going coast to coast.
And big men shouldn't be able to do that.
2 All-Stars. Giannis gets the offensive board, hammers it down. That quiets down an 8-0 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just keeps rising.
Smooth, right?
Keeps rising.
So smooth.
Lillard once again. He's got another one.
Let's see if he takes a heat check.
Well, he finds his teammate. No resistance for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George runs it, sets it up for LeBron. There's a highlight for LBJ. Amazing run. Here's Lillard again. Another deep three.
Stop it.
Stop.
And guess who was guarding him?
Stop.
Paul George. That take you back? See you later. Paul George with an answer.
If you're an OKC fan, they don't want to hear that. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Trey with the patented move.
No, he did not.
I've never seen 2 more intense humans. What was it like leading up to that moment? And what's some of the powerful feedback that you've gotten since?
To be able to go out there and compete against one another and knowing it was going to open the eyes of a lot of people watching and in attendance, we got to keep it going, and I got to go back and try and beat them.
Okay, Brian, Candace, Reggie, you heard it right here.
Reggie, you were saying earlier about your ideas for next year. Go ahead and throw them out there.
How about them 2 versus Stephen and Dame? I would love to see that.
I like that.
I would love to see that.
You could lose,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But those 2 could lose, came out there, left their pride aside, and put on a show.
Karl Anthony
no,
Towns
he
got a
didn't.
little sauce going here in the last few possessions.
And listen, I know we're continuing this, but I'd be remiss if I did not mention she wasn't shooting against the best shooter on the planet.
Lillard taking on all comers right now. Hits one over Durant. Here goes Durant, lays it in. Boy, the East.
Oh, he said he's too little.
We saw that in the Rising Stars
saw it in the
between
Rising.
Jaden Ivey and Benedict Mathurin.
Ooh, Lillard is
Do we
going
have a matchup?
for
Do we have a
22
matchup?
for Damian Lillard right now. Teammate to teammate, the Celtics connection, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
They are on one from three-point line, 20 of 42. What?
Speaking of,
There's the answer, right? The number 1 answer.
You said, is it possible for an All-Star game to eclipse 200 points? And right now we're sitting at 96.
whoa.
For the East.
Luka Doncic with an offensive rebound, throwing it down into first gear. Curry, might as well. Curry for 3, yes sir, here he comes. Back-to-back threes for Curry. And a steal by the Joker. It's a 3-on-1. Jokic, almost a dunk.
That took every bit of energy and ounce for him just to get that high, Candace.
Multiple flat tires. The answer. That's where we should go above the rim. We got to go get Joker above the rim. This is a shot.
Okay.
Wow, there's a lot of time left. That was...
He wanted a 2-for-1. A 2-for-1, BA.
2-for-1. Thank you, Candace. As Brown lays it in.
This is how Coach Bench drew it up.
Is that Pat Summit?
That's the
how she
2-for-1
drew it
right
up?
there.
Nikola Jokic, good for a couple of dunks a year.